Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today, I'm going to reveal everything you need to know about obesity in birds. Yes, just like humans, birds can also suffer from being overweight. If you suspect that your bird may be overweight, or if you want to prevent this condition, you are in the right place. An important warning. This video is applicable to all types of birds, from cockatiels, parakeets, lovebirds, and others. When we have a bird as a pet, we wish it to have a healthy, happy, and trouble-free life. However, due to lack of knowledge, we often make mistakes that can harm our little friend's health, such as the development of obesity. Just like us, birds can also gain excessive weight, which poses a great risk to their health. Unfortunately, many bird owners don't realize that their birds are overweight, so they don't take the necessary steps to correct the problem. In this video, I'm going to share all the essential information about obesity in birds, so you can ensure your companion's well-being. We'll teach you how to identify if your bird is obese, understand why obesity is so harmful, and explore the causes of this problem. In addition, I will share valuable tips to encourage your little friend to adopt a healthy diet, reversing the situation and getting him in shape again. So, let's start with identifying an obese bird. First, it is essential to know if your bird really is obese. A simple way to find this out is by looking at his appearance. Often, when birds are overweight, their chests can look quite swollen. However, it is important not to be confused, as birds tend to puff out their feathers, which can give the impression that they are chubby. In the case of obesity, you will notice that the breast remains large even when the feathers are closer to the body. If you have two or more birds of the same species, comparing their weight can be a clue. When they land on your finger, you'll notice that the obese bird is heavier. In addition, their behavior can also indicate overweight. If your bird is quieter than usual, and when released it prefers to stand still rather than fly, this could be a sign of obesity. Another worrying indication is when he tries to fly, but does not seem to have enough strength falling quickly. This indicates that he is getting too heavy to fly. These are some ways to identify if your bird is obese, but to be sure, it is essential to weigh it on a scale. Kitchen scales are usually ideal for this task. If you start to suspect obesity in your bird, it's worth investing in one of these scales. The process is simple. Just put some seeds on the scale and wait for your bird to come to them. Another option is to place a perch on the scale and have it climb on it, then discounting the weight of the perch. However, to determine if your little friend is overweight, it is important to know the ideal weight of the species. If the weight recorded is higher than what is considered normal, this indicates obesity. In the case of cockatiels, the ideal weight usually ranges between 80 and 110 grams. If you have another species of bird, a quick internet search can give you the ideal weight for it. Therefore, if when weighing your bird, the value on the scale is higher than expected, it means that it is obese, which can harm its health. Now that we know how to identify if our bird is obese, the question arises, why is this a problem? Well, birds have a physical structure completely adapted for flight. Their feathers, musculature, and even their skeleton are developed to be extremely lightweight, allowing them to fly long distances with little effort. Did you know that birds have hollow bones? That's right, they are called pneumatic bones and are filled with air chambers, which ensures a light skeleton. In addition, birds have several air pockets called airbags, which optimize the ventilation of the respiratory system, and at the same time, help relieve the weight of the body. In other words, in order to fly, it is essential that birds are light. When a bird becomes obese, all of this delicate balance is compromised. The extra weight puts a strain on your muscles, bones, and even your respiratory system, making flying a much more difficult and taxing task. In extreme cases, obesity can even prevent the bird from flying completely, affecting its ability to escape predators, forage for food, and explore its environment. Therefore, maintaining the ideal weight is essential to ensure that your bird lives a healthy, active, and happy life. This fact also explains why birds poop so often. Everything they eat adds weight they have to carry, making it difficult to fly. Therefore, food needs to be quickly transformed into energy, and what is left over must be eliminated as soon as possible so as not to weigh it down. That's why our birds are pooping. I even once counted. There were approximately 75 poops per cockatiel in a single day. When the bird consumes excess fatty foods and does not expend all the energy ingested, it begins to gain weight. In other words, he is consuming more calories than he can burn, which triggers a series of problems and complications. As the bird gets heavier, it begins to have difficulty flying, which leads it to become quieter and less active, adopting a sedentary lifestyle. This inactivity, caused by obesity, is extremely dangerous, as it increases the risk of the bird developing serious diseases and other health problems. This is why obesity is so harmful to birds. Changing the diet. Now that we know how to identify an obese bird and understand the reasons why it is harmful, it is essential to learn how to reverse this situation. Fortunately, making a bird healthier is simpler than it seems. The crucial first step is to adjust his diet. If your little friend is overweight, it is likely that he is consuming too many seeds. Although seeds can be part of the bird's diet, they should not be the main food. Most veterinarians recommend offering an extruded feed as the basis of the diet, supplemented with fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Seeds can be offered as treats or rewards during training, but they should not make up the majority of the diet. It is worth remembering that each bird is unique, and what works for one may not be ideal for another. Therefore, it is important to look at your bird's specific needs and adapt the diet as needed to ensure that it stays healthy and fit. If your little bird is used to eating only seeds, it is essential to transition to a kibble-based diet. However, this change must be made gradually so that he gets used to the new food. The choice of food is also crucial. Be sure to select a feed that is appropriate for your bird species, as the size of the grains varies between different species. Grains that are too large can make it difficult to eat, so it's important to find the right feed. Step 1. First, it is important to know that within the seed mix, the fattest seed is sunflower. Therefore, the first step in the transition is to remove all sunflower seeds from your bird's diet. After that, place the remaining seed pot normally in the cage. The amount you put in usually lasts 2 to 3 days, which is enough time for your bird to eat it all. When it's done, you're ready to proceed to the next step. If you don't have sunflower seeds to remove, you can skip straight to the next step. Step 2. Now we start introducing the feed. Mix 4 tablespoons of seeds with a spoonful of feed, always remembering to keep removing the sunflower seeds. Put this mixture in the cage and wait for it to consume everything. You will probably notice that your bird will leave the food aside and eat only the seeds. This is normal at first. Step 3. The next step consists of mixing 3 tablespoons of seeds with 2 tablespoons of feed, continuing to remove the sunflower seeds. A helpful tip is to sift the seeds before placing them in the cage, making it easier to remove the sunflower seeds. Step 4. Now increase the amount of feed to 3 scoops and reduce the seeds to 2 scoops. The goal here is to gradually increase the proportion of feed in your bird's diet. Step 5. At this point, mix 1 scoop of seeds with 4 scoops of kibble. We're almost there. Step 6. Finally, you should put 5 spoons of feed and none of seeds. At this stage, your bird's diet should be made up entirely of kibble. However, if desired, you can occasionally add a pinch of seeds as a treat. From here, continue feeding your bird with kibble. Notes: if you notice that even in the 4th step, your bird is not really eating the feed, it may not like that particular type. I, for example, tried a kibble that my birds just wouldn't eat. I had to try another one, and they accepted. This varies greatly from bird to bird, so be prepared to adjust as needed. If you have more than one bird in the same cage, it is important to adjust the feeding of all of them, even if only one is overweight. Transitioning food to just one of the birds would be tricky, unless you separate them into different cages. However, this approach may be unnecessary and less practical. Ideally, all birds in the cage should go through the change in diet together. By following the steps described, your little friend will already begin to show improvements. In addition, it is essential to offer a variety of fruits, vegetables, and legumes, ensuring that he receives all the necessary vitamins and nutrients. During the feeding transition, it's crucial to increase the amount of time your baby bird spends outside the cage. Let it fly and move around in a safe room in the house to help burn extra calories and speed up weight loss. Encouraging physical activity is vital. At first, your little bird may not have much desire to move and may prefer to stay put. To get around this, you can use your finger to stimulate it to fly, creating little play that encourages movement. Over time, as he exercises and the food transition progresses, you will notice that your little bird will become more active, playful, light, and healthy. If you have any suggestions for the next videos, don't forget to leave them in the comments below so I can see them. If you want to watch more videos about cockatiels, click up here to check out the full playlist. I hope this video was helpful and that you learned a lot of new things today. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. Bye-bye.